Okay, we're looking at homework from section 4.2. This is question number 13. 78% of U.S. adults think that political correctness is a problem in America today. You randomly select 6 U.S. adults and ask them whether they think that political correctness is a problem in America today. The random variable represents the number of U.S. adults who think that political correctness is a problem in America today. Answer the questions below. Find the mean, find the variance, find the standard deviation, and interpret the results in the context of the real-life situation. So with binomial distributions, we luck out, and there's some very easy formulas that help us find the mean, variance, and standard deviation. But to use those formulas, we have to find the value of Q. So that's where we're going to start. We know our value of P is 0.78, and Q is 1 minus P. So that means that Q is 0.22. So now we have our formulas. The formula for the mean is that the mean of a binomial distribution is n times p. Well, n is how many adults we asked. We asked 6 adults, and the p was 0.78, so we get 6 times 0.78, which is 4.68. That's the mean of our binomial distribution. This wants it rounded to the nearest tenth, so it's 4.7. Next, we find the variance. The formula for the variance is sigma squared equals n times p times q. So n is 6, p is 0.78, and then we multiply also by the q, which is 0.22. When we multiply this, we get 1.0296. This is the variance, but we want to round it to the nearest tenth as directed, and that gives us 1.0. That's our variance. For the standard deviation, we still take the square root of the variance, and the variance is 1.0296, right? We don't use the rounded value. We always use the most accurate value possible. We don't want to propagate our error. So if we take the square root of this, we get 1.0146920715, rounded to 1 decimal place, we get 1.0. So that's our standard deviation. So now we're supposed to interpret the results in the context of the real-life situation. Most samples of 6 adults would differ from the mean by no more than blank. Well, they would differ from the mean by no more than the standard deviation, which is 1.0. So that brings us to an end of problem 13, because those are your answers.